Starts the recording. First things first, we gotta do upkeep, which I didn't do in yesterday's session. I just jumped right into it and fucking completely forgot. So, Ellie asked me to be nice to you guys today, so it's gonna be 15 points on your points card for everybody.
Holy smokes.
I love this woman.
Yeah, right?
What would we do without her?
I'm still loading into the game. I don't know how many points I have.
Well, you can add 15 once you get in. So it can take a minute. I'm fucking beat today, so we'll get to it when we get to it, and we'll do what we do. I'm just happy to be back at the table.
I'm feeling the beat today myself. It's been a busy weekend.
Just had a week. I think it's just like, especially like the cold weather is coming in, and that winter just like dreary feeling is setting in, and just life is fucking chaotic right now, and it's just a lot, you know? So it's nice to be able to just sit down and hang with the homies and play some game. We're seeing two people. Kirby, you're still having trouble getting in as well?
Says I'm in the game.
Is it loading for you though still, maybe?
I clicked connect and then...
Because it doesn't show you in the list. It doesn't show you in the list of players right now.
Try to load it fast.
Yeah. Okay, there's Adam. While everything's loading, I can get back into the recap. I'm assuming is anybody gonna roll for charms? Adam's gonna roll for charms. You got enough for a grand?
I'm gonna roll for a grand charm.
Got it.
Holy.
So let me take a big fat toke.
Yeah, me too. This is quite the occasion, you know? I love a good fucking grand charm roll. Excuse me. Gino Beat, your grand charm is the grand charm of speed. Ellie's character has this as well. Your walking speed increases by 30 feet. In addition, you can use a bonus action to dash or disengage. Once you do, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest.
So my speed just went up to 60.
Your speed just went up to 60.
I'm the fastest little bug in the West.
Yeah.
Something about Gino being a little speed demon just feels right.
100%.
With that grand charm, that makes Gino faster than Alejandro, who was your previous fastest fighter.
Hey, cat, hey.
Yes. Si, senor.
Hey, I'm faster than you.
Prove it.
I run.
Wow, you are faster than me.
Yes, I am the fastest of the funky, fresh, fabulous, funtabulous, funky five.
Wait, doesn't Alejandro have the feline agility, though?
Yeah, he can do the burst thing, you know. But, like, only for the one round or whatever, and then he has to, like, rest before he has to stop and stand still before he can do it again.
That's fair. You also have an ancestral song that lets you have haste as well, so you've got ways to outspeed him. I'd love to see that though, like a race between you two.
Well, The bug doesn't know that the cat can only do it once, right?
Yeah. So you get a, yeah, you
Like every other round, as long as I don't move in the intervening rounds.
yeah. Also, I don't know if you've looked at your character sheets, specifically Alejandro and Gino, but you should have some songs. At least one song. Gino, you should have 2 new songs. One song is called Ready, Set, Garbage, and the other song is called Dumpster Garbage Treasure Time.
That's amazing. But sorry, I should probably throw in a joke about Gino and Alejandro going against each other in a race and something to do with Tanya Harding.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Wow. It's fucking brutal.
You call me brutal, I say competitive.
Anybody else rolling for charms, even regular charms, before we get into the session?
How much is a grand charm?
So is Ready Set Garbage like a grunge rock type song? Are we like guitar jamming whenever we play that? Or something like
That's
that,
up to you two and how you did it. I don't know if it's a sweet flamenco song. I don't know if it's a hard grunge song. Originally,
It's
it
like
was
with
supposed to have a viol.
Does he have a viol? I was gonna go buy a viol. I did buy a viol.
Fucking Gino had like fucking grand ideas. And Kirby, a grand charm is 100.
I have enough to get one. I'll get one too.
Okay. All right, I'm taking
105.
taking another good luck hoot here.
Yep. With you.
All right, Dino beat the other of the 2 bugs. Your grand charm is Grand Charm of the Fire Soul. You have immunity to fire damage. You can cast Burning Hands at will without using a spell slot or any components.
And now somebody's gonna be digging in fire pits for food.
The
No, you don't
alchemist fire that he made, he's just gonna use it as a shower gel.
Damn right.
You know what?
So,
As somebody
cut himself
who
with it.
as somebody who's going to be dealing with a fair amount of explosions if he continues to experiment like that, immunity to fire is probably a good thing to have.
It's got
For
the
sure.
fire version of my grand charm. I've got the ice one, immunity to cold damage, and I can cast Ice Knife at will.
Yep.
So we should make a song of ice and fire.
Oh shit.
And I've got the Stormborn.
And
So-
and you've got the Stormborn one. Yep.
I can't move the charm over to my thing.
It's already on your features tab.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it like 5 pounds?
grand charms go in your features.
Yo.
Sweet. I was looking in the inventory. It's been a minute.
And then I can drag that spell over for you and set that up. Do spells. Burning hands. Burning hands.
Shit.
Burning you. Burning me.
Damn it. That's gonna be in my head for a while now. Sweet hands of fire.
Ba, ba, ba. Okay, you're all set, Dino and Gino. What the fuck? Why did...
It's gone.
Spoke too soon.
Right?
It wasn't about garbage, so he was like, the fuck?
Fuck
outta
this,
here."
yeah.
Garbage.
It's not about garbage. I don't want it. I think I can't wait for him to pull out fucking fucking Garbage Treasure Time or whatever it is. I had to really think. I was like, how was this Dumpster Garbage Treasure Time? How would a song like that work? I'll let him explain or tell you what it does. Everything exploded. That's not good.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I mean, I'm running all of this on a literal potato with a camera.
I just blew my computer, like air dusted my computer out today. So
I have to do that too. I've been planning it for like 2 months. This thing is just gonna go up in flames at some point.
Mine's long overdue for that. Yeah, it's.
One of my drives was running real slow today. It's the one that all my RPG shit was on. And I was like, I'm gonna clean that shit. See if that helps. I don't want to have to get another fucking hard drive. I hear you. I see you.
Fuck.
Ready.
We were at the grocery store today, and at the deli, you have to take a ticket and wait for your number to be called because it's a pretty popular place. So I'm sitting there in line, and I've got the ticket, and I hear my number called. It's like 58. I'm like, that's me! And this girl had the biggest smile on her face for the whole time that she was serving us. It's like, I just made that girl's day with my enthusiasm. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, first things first. Do you want to read what Dumpster Garbage Treasure Time does, or do you want to surprise your band with it?
Let's just play it now.
You're gonna play it now? Okay, so we'll open the scene. We left off... Oh, well, okay, let me do the recap, and then we'll get into that. Poppy, at the beginning of last session, confirmed with Alejandro that Rosa is alive and locked away. And also, everybody kind of filled Cress in on what was going on and what had happened so far. Dino and Gino handed out the talking stones. And while gathering information at the tavern, with Solfege separately going to do research, the bugs were almost crushed by a strange earthquake, that there were drums and an earthquake, but they didn't see who the assailant was or where it came from, whatever the source was, while they were scavenging in a trash container. Not finding much information on what you were looking for, you ran into Ezra, who brought the team to their demi-plane, where they had their entertainment hub, and brought you to record Gino's solo album, one of the songs from Gino's solo album. On floor 333, you were brought to the recording studio, where you met a wood nymph named Jerry. And Alejandro and Gino recorded Ready, Set, Garbage. Gino also, with some time left, recorded his one of his solo songs, Dumpster Garbage Treasure Time. On floor 432, the news center, Poppy, Solfege, and Dino conducted an interview where they met Glob the Destroyer, who was the interviewer. An orc with dressed like a talk show host, but with clothes that were way too small for him. Who had bad breath and spit when he talked, up until the point where the recording was done, where he talked like just a normal old jack off. During that interview, Poppy called out the Rose Scorned, which was planned. And with a little bit of extra time, they were also brought to a separate recording section where they recorded a jingle for Black Iron Blades. After completing their respective recordings and being brought back together as a group, you were led back to the entrance of the demi-plane where as you were to be ushered through a portal back into the Icewind Dale, you met with your next opponents, we three, Popstar Azamars that sing in unison. And that's kind of where we left off. Like, where we pick up, you kind of kick back through the portal into, like, Arctic tundra. Probably just outside of Bryn Shander, where, like, you were still parked. And you'd be back at Cressida's caravan. Cress would probably have, like, some kind of fire set up. Roasting some sausages. And, like, it's just, like, her and Gruen sitting there, when you arrive, like, sitting there, like, kind of starting to, like, put, like, a dinner together. As she arrives, she's like, oh, looks like I've got to grab more plates.
Please, I'm famished.
Poppy, be a dear and help me to bring out some plates, if you will, and cutleries.
Like, wobble behind her into the caravan, rifle through the cupboards, get all the stuff.
Gruen looks and says, you've been gone for quite a while. How was your first recording session?
It was glorious. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Glad to hear.
Yes, I am a better musician and faster than Alejandro.
Okay. Yeah.
He wanted me to tell you that.
Well, I'm certainly glad to know.
He also wants you to know I'm taller than him.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what he wanted me to tell you.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
And what songs did you record today?
Well, me and Alejandro, we recorded Ready, Set, Garbage, which is a piece I've been working on for a while. And then I recorded my own fabulous, wonderful, fabulous, funky, fresh song, Dumpster Garbage Treasure Time.
Dumpster? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah, how's that go?
I pull out all of my instruments. Just like an impossible amount of instruments I'm pulling out of these bags, and like with this like drum on my back and like it all set up. I have like the harmonica, an instrument in each one of my hands that I'm like rifling through. And I just start banging on all of them at once, making noise. It's like a dilapidated version of Black Parade, but about getting garbage.
Yeah. As you play the song, do you leave a hand free, or do you how does this? I kind of made a description, but you can truly just like tell me how the song activates for you. What happens?
Well, I feel like the garbage doesn't just appear. It comes floating in from somewhere.
Okay.
It doesn't just poof into existence. It's like a garbage can just comes floating in. And then you see Gino get all happy and whatnot and start playing more and louder. And this garbage can comes and eventually lands like in the middle in front of everything. And I just like throw all my instruments off and dive into it.
Yeah. So you play Dumpster Garbage Treasure Time, which is it's tragic. I think when you described it last session, it was like a weekend song where it's like super hype, but when you actually listen to the lyrics, it's like, oh shit, like this guy's really depressed.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it's like a pop song, but
yeah.
like, yeah.
So go ahead and roll a d4. Is that a 4?
That's a 4.
Okay, and then go ahead and roll 4 d100s. Okay, you get a blank scrap of parchment, dried crumbling flowers, padded armor that's slashed to shreds, and assorted lengths of string.
I eat all of it right now without hesitation.
Wonderful. You just dive into the can and just munch down on some random trash.
Yeah, you see me like holding the padded leather armor, like gnawing on the side of it.
Yeah, and I'm coming out of the caravan with like a pile, like, of dishes that is completely hiding me behind it, and without even being able to see, I'm like, why is there a trash can in the middle of the camp?
Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it the best thing you've ever seen?
I don't know about that. Get it out of here. Can you eat faster? I'll like put this massive tower of plates down.
You cannot rush greatness.
And yeah, that's. I will be able to get it without looking. Dumpster garbage treasure time.
Dumpster garbage treasure time.
That's something you can use a bonus action to summon trash.
Solid. Absolutely solid. And delicious.
Well, maybe since you have all your instruments out already, we should think about our next song. Like hand up plates out to everybody while we eat. We still have the scroll, you know, guys. It would be very helpful.
Yeah, I was thinking of a song that we could all write together. It's about garbage.
Okay, we'll take that into consideration. Any other ideas?
I raised my hand.
Yes?
Garbage.
Mm-hmm. Also a good idea. Or like I put some greens down before in front of the elk, but on like a nice plate.
Yeah, gives like a nod. It's like, thank you.
Okay, nobody. It's about a hut, a tiny hut.
I put my hand up again and do one of those blinks. It's like extra slow, like the one eye, then the second eye.
Okay, it's just about a hut that is tiny and with garbage inside. Anyone?
Tiny garbage hut with garbage inside.
I like just wordlessly serve myself some food. You're all useless, so I have to do everything myself here. Jesus Christ.
What's your big idea, Dino? Write a song about a tiny hut. Now, go. Hurry up. You're a musician.
I was kind of on board with the garbage hut.
You're
Oh,
always
yeah.
trying to ride my coattails. I throw a banana at him.
I'm not even featured on your trash album. Get out of here.
That's because you are not a musician.
I am not with the trash now.
Well, you know, maybe it doesn't have to be all winter themed and snowy mountains. We're living in a caravan most of the time. That's kind of interesting. We could sing about that. We had a lot of road trips together.
The caravan's kind of a tiny hut.
It kind of is. And it's rather nice, cozy, you know.
Something like kind of like a home away from home vibe,
Hmm.
maybe.
Yeah, I like that. We need a harmonica for sure. Or like pull out some papers, scribble down harmonica.
Oh, what do you need? Do you need A, C, G? This one is in the key of L, but I don't know if you're ready for that.
Adam, take an inspiration.
Yes.
Key of L.
Cress is like, Home Away from Home is a nice song name.
I scribbled that down too.
The
I have
key of-
no notes and no text. I have just home, away from home, and harmonica.
The key of L is only audible by certain creatures, like certain bugs, maybe dogs. That's why we don't know about it yet.
L can only be heard in the hive mind.
Right?
Wouldn't that be super cool if we could make a song that, depending on who you are, it sounds different to you? It takes in all those quirks that the different races have.
Interesting.
Like, one is maybe because, like, I think cats can also hear, like, different frequencies. And then the bugs, of course, could do something super wild with their hive mind. Goblin, I'm not so sure. Or halfling. But, like, we could probably think of something. Anyways, maybe. Let's shelve that. Put a pin in it. Anyways.
I mean, I'll smack Gino and then like start talking to everybody because we can talk with telepathy. Like if we talk to
Well,
the
we're all
animals,
right here.
he's still talking in his mind. He's like, "Well, I know that, but anyway."
Wait, and you're sorry. What do you mean you can all talk with telepathy?
Well, no, me and Gino.
You and
can.
Gino can. Okay.
So like,
I thought you were starting to talk into the rock again.
oh no.
Wait, the rock blows up, right?
Yeah, it's got a 10%
Like,
chance of blowing up.
So
But most of us don't know that.
Dino is
I don't.
basically the perfect candidate to speak into the rock in case it blows up.
It's like,
He's
just
firing you.
remember, they never told us that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you know what, guys? So as we're like sitting there munching, bickering a bit, making more or less useful suggestions, I'll just start scribbling down just basically in lyrical form, like what I observe in that moment, like the nice fire, how we're all together, how the bugs are bickering, how Solfege looks so snazzy even after a super long day, and just I kind of just write about that. That's kind of home, right? So I'll just start spitballing a little bit on my paper, and eventually I kind of just hand it to Solfege like wordlessly. It's just like very rough, loose things that are not super connected. And maybe we can do something with that.
It's a good start, for sure.
Haven't quite managed to weave the garbage theme in though. So
What about specifically about the juice at the bottom of the garbage after you take the bag out and there's some juice left over? What about that?
Our hut in the middle of our street. Our hut.
That's good. I like that.
Alejandro, also take an inspiration.
So how will we kill we three?
what do you mean kill? We're not gonna kill anyone.
We sneak up on them and back out. No. Kill them with our performance.
Yeah, we break their legs.
all of their legs?
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about them. You know, harmony is beautiful and it's necessary in music, but if there's nothing else, there's no kick to it, nothing individual. Like you with your garbage, or Alejandro with his fancy shoes. It's empty, you know?
Yes, his
So,
fancy shoes make his music much better.
well, it's all part of the performance, how you look, how to carry yourself. And they are, you know, just it's very flat after a while.
They
So,
suck. Okay, we'll beat them. Are we gonna write this song?
yes, I have something about sitting around the fire, juice at the bottom of a garbage can, and our house in our hut in the middle of the street.
And are we doing it in the key of L?
Sure thing. Why not? I'm like the worst person for jamming because I have a trumpet. I know I have a harp now, so I'll get that harp out. I'll just pluck some strings, start to initiate a little jam session. But we maybe get some ideas for a melody.
Cress, if anybody looks, is like laying back, like cuddling with Gruen. Just,
Oh.
just like half passed out, watching you guys argue amongst each other, argue a song at each other.
I have to ask the elk when she passed out. Was it during the garbage talk or?
Which time?
Yeah, I feel like the hut song, it should be a nice, like, relaxing, restful kind of slow kind of tune to it.
Yeah, something cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Cozy like our campfire.
And I'll
So
ask,
we drink this?
mechanically, are you trying to just simply have a song that casts the spell, or are you trying to use the inspiration of the song to create something new? If you're just trying to replicate the song, like to be able to, like, your song casts the spell, it will be a lower DC than if you were trying to rework it into something completely original. However, if you make the higher DC and like you guys will basically be able to create your own spell. Like, you'll be able to decide the within reason, based on the spell that you're using, decide how the mechanics of the spell work or the song.
I was thinking we were just learning the spell because the spell's pretty great for us at this point. But if you guys can think of like even something we can add to it, like I'm not sure. I'm cool with just getting Tiny Hut.
Yeah, I mean, um, the only thing I can think of is if we wanted maybe to try make it a little bigger. Because it's pretty small, the tiny hut. And if we ever have to fit something besides ourselves into it, it will be very difficult, I think, to do.
Would we make it for like the caravan, like the size of the
Yeah, if we could
Chris's
like,
wagon there?
if we could summon like a immobile, don't want to go crazy, but like an immobile copy of the caravan, that would be super, like, basically a caravan tiny hut. You know, that we have some beds and we can fit the elk inside if we need to, or something like that.
So not just a tiny hut, but a tiny home.
Yeah, basically, we have a little bit of space, we have our beds, and but I mean, I would, like, if I had to choose between something fancy and the hut, I would always definitely want to have that it's basically... Oh wait, guys, we could try to make it invisible from the outside.
Is that already true with Tiny Hut?
No, it's opaque from the outside and invisible from the inside, I think. So you can see through it from the inside, but nobody can see inside, you know, because it's opaque.
But people will still know it's there.
But they will, yeah. But if we make it invisible, I mean, we're bards, we're like invisibility spells and shit. We got that down, right? So
I like
maybe
that.
we could weave that in. An invisible
Yeah, I like that a lot.
tiny hut. Super camouflage. Uber
Full of
camouflage.
garbage.
Sure, why not?
Filled to the brim.
Or not even it. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of like making it kind of like the caravan, maybe not even just like the hut itself, but like a tiny little like almost like a clearing area, like how we typically have the campsite set up. Like you got the caravan, like a little fire, little like the little picnic table thing, maybe like or it sets up like a little like campsite sort of thing. Not even necessarily just a hut.
So if we wanted to make it bigger or invisible or both, how difficult would that be, dearest game master?
I'd say if you're just trying to do the base spell, your group DC, so it would be like an average of all of your performances, would be 15. If you are trying to slightly adapt the spell, so in this case, if you're just trying to make it like larger, or like I like the idea of like a tiny caravan, or even like a tiny house. I would allow a tiny house like a with a couple bedrooms, and a kitchen and stuff like that, like just like something like that, like this spectral home or something like that. That is just something for comfort. I would allow that. With that, just a slight adaptation of the spell, it would make it a 20. If you are looking to do beyond that, like also have it be invisible to the outside viewer, then the DC would be 25. And if you're looking to add anything on top of that, then the DC is 30.
What do you think, guys?
I think we can net 25.
You think we can net 25?
It's got to be an average of 25 amongst all of your rolls.
Oof.
We've done it before.
We've got guidances. We've got bardics.
Yeah, and he just handed out 2 inspiration. So
We've got inspirations. We've got some shit. So
Fucking Poppy's lucky as shit.
I am lucky. Wait, did I use it today? It was a day. It was a long day last session. I probably used it. Inventory. Oh. No, it doesn't seem like it.
When's the last time you used it?
Yeah, I'm not sure because the last session was pretty like a lot happened.
Yeah, and
I probably used it. Let's just assume that I used it. We haven't slept yet.
I would allow for the process of this, like creating you like the song and like going back and everything like that. I would say I'll allow you to do like a day's rest. Like you guys like aren't pressed for time at this point, so I would allow you to put that into play. Your your luck roll.
Okay, cool. So we could basically jam a bit at night, and then the next day we get serious about it and try to.
Yeah, because right now, yeah,
Yeah.
you're in the process of like just like kind of like writing and putting things together for what you want to do.
Honestly, I believe we can do this. 25. We can probably do this, guys.
Yeah, I found it's like a homebrewed item called Tiny House. And what it gives you is 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, a sitting area, and a privy. And there are enough beds to sleep up to 8 medium-sized creatures.
And we're small, so. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I would try for
Yeah.
the tiny invisible house or whatever, campsite, caravan.
Yeah, whatever you guys decide to make it.
I think we can do it.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of having it being a caravan.
Yeah, sure. Sounds cute. Sounds like home. Okay, I mean, nobody says no, so we'll just lock that in and
Yeah,
go to bed.
Yeah.
25?
Everybody's just ready to go for it.
100%.
Okay, so I'll take a long rest then, or are we gonna be ambushed and killed through the night?
No, you guys are in Bryn Shander. You don't get there is enough going on in within the city alone, on top of you guys having a fairly secure place to sleep, that I don't think you would have to worry for a long rest in a major area right now. So you can go ahead, like everybody, if you haven't long rested your character and you have like spell slots missing or whatever, go ahead and long rest your characters. Decide how you're going to dish out your bardic inspirations, because I think most of you are up to a D8 except Poppy, who is still giving a D6. And then I believe guidance is always is also a factor from some of your casters as well.
Mm-hmm. I can give guidance, and I have the D6. Actually, let me check. Probably need the guidance. I don't think I'm good at performing. Not sure. Yeah. So I actually don't have good performance. So
How?
I'll give myself. Well, I have +6. It's not bad, but it's like compared to like the +11 and shit that others have.
Yeah. But like you're
I'm-
all bards.
Yeah. I'm more persuasive than performative. I'm an old woman, you know.
And +6 is still not bad.
I'm just better at what than at I don't know.
But
everything else.
oh, you didn't take performance at all. I see.
No. I mean, I figured we're a group of 6 bards. How much performance do you need? So I was like, yeah, it's gotta be fine. Dip into some other stuff.
All of the performance.
I appreciate I appreciate the idea. I understand. I
Yeah,
understand the
so
concept you were going for.
I thought some insight and what do I have? History and intimidate. Oh yeah, I'm intimidating. I'm a scary old woman.
Scary fucking strong old lady.
You know?
You're like a gender bent Master Roshi.
Okay, so I got a bardic, a d6 for whoever wants it. I'll give myself guidance because I think I might need it because I have probably the lowest performance. Can I use the luck point from the start to give myself advantage? Question mark.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so I get my triple advantage.
And hold on, I'll put you guys all into like a group performance check setup. Because I can do that. We'll set the DC at 25, but we know that 25 is not a failure. That's just what you are trying to hit with your concept. Boop, 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 boop.
Anybody else need a guidance? Yes?
I will give somebody a bardic inspiration if they want it.
I'll be passing out the bardic inspiration, obviously. The 1d8.
Yeah.
Well, I assume we're all giving out a bardic, right? We're kind of hyping each other up. You guys just have to decide who gets the d6, basically, because like that's all I got.
Who's got the highest performances? I think it's me and Gino.
I got a +8.
9.
11.
7. So.
Okay, you get a d6. You're gonna be fine.
I'll get the d6. Yeah, because I have like crazy high charisma and expertise in performance. So.
Okay, so got that sorted.
All right, I'll have the d6.
And who else needs the guidance from Alejandro, or maybe he takes it himself?
It's a D4, so it is what it is. Right? D4?
Yeah, for...
Yes.
Yeah.
D4. Yeah.
Woo!
Well,
Okay.
I have one more d20, so I'll just roll it to be sure. Okay, now we stay at 18.
But is that plus the D4?
No. I clicked too fast. I was too trigger happy.
So,
I'll
well,
be
that
very
means
honest.
you still have things to add to those numbers. The highest
Yeah.
was you rolled as an 18.
Mhm.
Ooh,
So plus 12.
Max.
Seriously, did I roll an 8 and a 12? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Holy
Wow.
fuck.
So Poppy got 36.
Poppy got
36.
36. Solfege
It's gonna be
got
fine.
27. Alejandro got 27. Gino
Inspiration to reroll.
Okay, go for it. Make sure you're adding your bardic as well.
Fucker, dude.
16 with a bardic.
A
Fuck.
2 and a 3. A 2 and a 3. This game is terrible.
Dino's 25. Gino is a bit of a diva, and as you guys are trying to work together to make a group song, he is still
Obsessed with garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
adamant
it's not
that the
about
song
garbage
has to
juice.
be all about garbage.
It's specifically garbage juice. No, stop
We're
it.
writing a song called Gino Beats Tiny Hut. It's gonna be about garbage.
Is that all you have to roll? Like you?
I got nothing. I got no more inspiration, no more luck
Yeah.
points, nothing.
If anybody
Can I
else
smack
has
him for inspiration?
if anybody else has an inspiration, they can spend it to let him reroll.
Oh yeah, I'll smack him. Try to like one more time. We got this. And I'll inspire him through
Focus,
smack.
man. Focus.
Right now, Gino's tiny trash can. That's what it's gonna be.
That's a 28.
Yes.
$28.6.
We absolutely smashed that.
After working through the night, you spend the next day just grinding and grinding and grinding to get and perfect this song. And by the end of the next day, everybody is exhausted. Alejandro, what are you playing? You're playing a guitar, or are you playing a different instrument?
Usually the guitar. More
Guitar?
than anything. Usually. Yeah.
Your like paws are bleeding. just from the amount that you've been strumming all day. Like, you haven't stopped. Everybody has just been going, like, nonstop. Of course, it being a bit of an argument, at one point, Gino just decides to walk off on his own and say, I'm going to make my own Garbage Tiny Hut song. And you have to spend a fair amount of time, especially Dino, like, wrangling him back and, like, guiding him and bringing him back in so that you can, like, get an actual song completed. But by the end of the day, as the, I mean, like, it's always nighttime, or, like, close to perpetual nighttime, but, you have a sense for the time when, like, Crest comes out and is like, oh, it's time for dinner again. Or not always nighttime, but, like, it's always, like, dreary overhead. There's no real sun that kind of peeks through. You know what I mean. What's the song called?
Gino Beat and the Fabulous Five's Funky Fresh Fabulous Five Funky Hut.
I liked Home Away from Home. It's very cute.
Yeah, it was cute. Can I do that thing where I take a full drum and I like hit it over Dino's head and breaking the skin and like putting the whole drum over him?
Yep.
Awesome.
And so will it create like a copy of the caravan, or like a quaint home, or what do you want it to look like?
Oh, I think we said like caravan. Right? Like a copy.
Yeah. I think Solfege at some point said like maybe even like a little extra dimensional space where it's like a little campfire with like a picnic table and the caravan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, kind of like not even necessarily just make the caravan, but like also like have like a little campfire that gets created with it. Like basically like it summons like a kind of like a conjured version of our like typical little like campsite thing.
I think with the, like, I mean, 28, like, you're so close to 30. You guys are so close to 30. So I'm going to say I really like the idea of, just in the same idea, like regard as like a magnificent mansion. You are creating basically like your song opens up a small rift that creates a small extra planar space for you. You walk in, and inside is like this kind of like copy of the caravan, but a lot roomier, and with like that cozy setup. So you've got like your fire and everything that you need to be able to cook and relax and just kind of like veg without having to worry about anything. So I will allow it to create like your own like space that lasts for a certain amount of time. Once per day, you can play this song to create a rift that leads to an extra planar space.
Sorry, someone came to my door. What did you smash on my head?
A drum.
Gino? A drum?
Yeah. Then I fucking drop kicked you down a snowy hill.
My arms were like in the drum, so like,
Yeah.
they can't. We just kept rolling.
Yeah, just rolling.
Yeah, can't get out. Eventually, when he gets back to the camp, he still like has the drum around his arms. It's like sits down.
I don't understand modern fashion.
Okay. The song must be played as a group. Once per day, you can play the song to create a rift that leads to an extraplanar space. Inside the space is a caravan that looks very similar to Cress's caravan that is equipped with 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, a sitting area, and a privy. There are enough beds to sleep up to 8 medium-sized creatures. Conditions within the caravan are always comfortable, and a constant fire roars outside. So the fire is always going. Up to 8 creatures of your choice can occupy this space for up to 12 hours. The rift is invisible to anybody else and cannot be entered by anyone else outside of those chosen to enter. Does that sound...
That sounds dope.
Perfect.
That's so good.
Is there a spot for the elk
Yeah,
and garbage?
sure. I mean, it's super big.
Well, yeah, it sleeps up to 8 medium creatures, so... It's like Cress's caravan, but somehow very wide.
The Cress's caravan, but the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Cress's
Bigger on the
caravan
inside.
another?
No,
Like her caravan?
Cress's caravan is a normal caravan. Like, there's enough, space, kind of, to sleep the 4 of you, but she uses a special key, which is a magnificent mansion key, to, sleep in a separate area herself. It's just a door that, she turns the key, it opens it up and goes inside, and she can sleep in this lavish place, and, you open the door and it just, leads to a broom closet, and you have no idea where she is.
Wow, rude.
Yeah.
Need to revisit these contracts.
There we go. I'm adding the song to your character sheets now. And once again, because you've used the inspiration of the scroll, you burn the scroll's power to infuse it and turn it into a song sheet for your new song. You guys are creating an album. I'm so proud of you. You got 3... So you technically have 4 songs. In spite of it not having an ability yet, you also have the Black Iron Blades commercial jingle.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing nowadays, right? Some jingles get turned into songs because they get so popular.
Yeah. It's like Death Clock with the Duncan Hills coffee jingle. There we go. Everybody should have the song in their features tab, Home Away from Home. Didn't drag over to Dino. There we go.
So I'll proceed to show it to Cress because she comes out, right? And there's like bleeding paws and exhausted people.
Yeah.
Oh, we just finished actually. Here, have a look at this. And like, I mean, we played the song, so we practiced it. So I assume there's a rift, and I kind of just jazoosh so that she can see it.
Yeah, she like walks in through the rift with you because you can give permission to update creatures. So it's like you five and then 3 more of your choice. Walks in with you, and it's for a second it's very strange because she walks through the rift, and she flickers between her old form and her young form, and then she flickers in a way like it looks like she's in pain, but she like focuses like some energy and kind of looks and reaches out. Give me an Arcana check.
Woohoo!
You are in tune enough with arcane energies, especially being connected to Marvin the way you are, that you watch as she reaches out, and it looks like there is like a magical string that she loops around her finger and pulls and kind of like attaches to her hand. And when you look out through the rift, it looks like the string is attached to the caravan.
Yeah, I make like a semi-obvious, like I'm like clearly looking at her hand, looking at her, looking back at the caravan, looking at her, looking at her hand, and then I'm like, huh.
She looks and says, "Please, show me around. I like what you've already done with the place."
Sure, come. And then as I lead her a bit further, I'm like, you know, can you make a yarn out of this? Maybe. It's rather pretty.
She goes, "I'm sorry, what?"
Never mind.
I like the roominess in here. You've got lots of space to sleep and rest when you need to. It's a good place to hide away if you're not in the caravan.
Oh, I thought exactly.
This is a very good use of this spell.
I think so too. I'm proud of you guys, I said it to the others.
In spite of not like originally including it in the song, somehow there is still like a hole that is just filled with garbage.
Damn it, how did that get there?
I don't know. That is so strange. Wow.
Confused rifling through the sheet music. Hey, where did that come from?
You see, like, before you finalize the song into like a proper spell song, there's like an amendment that like is drawn in rough. It's a fucking garbage can.
No, there's like a hidden like 1 measure or 2 of the music notes written in the key of L somewhere.
Yeah.
We're not sure how to read the key of L, but it's in there.
So officially, the key of L just is all trash notes.
We will file that away in case of future compositions.
Like, well, it's in there now. It's too late.
Yeah, exactly.
Crest looks and says, "Well, I'm going to go back to my caravan. You guys spend as much time as you want in yours. It's very lovely."
I'll follow her out, I think. I mean, it's nice, but I want to be with everyone, kinda. It's more like a when we need a place to stay or like
Yeah,
for
it's-
sleeping, but I'm not like trying to hide from the world or something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just want to
we've
be
got a
safe at night from the assassins.
Yeah, we've got a perfectly good caravan already. It's when we can't be at our existing caravan.
Yeah, you guys can also like collectively like you'll have a group note that you all play that like dismisses the rift. And then once per day, you have the opportunity or ability to be able to create like a little hidey space. Heading back to the caravan. I mean, it is now about evening time. Probably like work on a little dinner, and then like, do you guys just like kind of like tuck in for the night again, or like do you do anything? Does anybody have any ideas of nighttime activities that they might want to partake in?
I mean, is it like super late or?
No, it's probably early evening by the time you guys are done.
Well, then I would probably after supper, I would like probably make for a stroll into town to check on our favorite dwarves. And I would definitely enlist somebody to come with me. I'm not walking around alone in this
Smart,
town.
very smart.
Like, I would get up from the fire. Well, I have an errand to run. Who's coming with me? Just matter of factly. Volunteers, or do I have to decide on someone?
Is there garbage involved?
I'll go. Being sleepless and I never sleep. There'll be garbage. Let's go. I'll grab them, both arms.
Don't you fucking touch me.
What else I can do? You're just gonna sit up and not do anything else?
I will come, but you don't touch me.
Puts both of his arms up.
Broke ass motherfucker.
I'm gonna do a hunched over slow walk with arms, like hands behind my back, and I walk next to Chino. I think we need to have a little chat about your attitude.
We should kick Dino out of the band. I agree.
No. You need to be a little kinder, you know?
I am kind. I play with that talentless schmo every night. That is very kind. And he's right there. He's right beside us.
Well, it's not kind to call him that.
No, it's not kind, but it is accurate and descriptive.
Well, today it took really long because you were being difficult.
That is the price of greatness.
I would like you to see it from a different perspective, because you're so exceptional and so special. You need to give other people a little more lenience. Not everybody can live up to your standards, We're not all capable of pulling pocket rice out of our pants or coats or whatever.
This is going to be the meanest thing I've ever said, but Dino Beat puts a hand on your shoulder, looks you dead in the eye, and goes, "Oh, don't worry, Poppy. I can help you become a better musician. I see you are coming to me for help, and I will give you many pointers."
The moment he does that, I'm grabbing him with my superhuman strength in a chokehold, and I'm giving him like a nuke. You godforsaken little
Let me
bitch!
go.
Listen
Let me
to
go.
me! Behave
You're doing
yourself! I've had enough of you! And I ruffle through his like two antennas because there's no hair, just like. Have I made myself clear?
I need you,
Crystal.
Poppy. In this moment, I need you to roll a athletics check to control your strength.
Oh!
Snaps my neck. Roll a new character.
Oh wait, I have
At this point, I wouldn't even
20,
be mad.
25. You're still well within control. You don't like rip one of his antennas off.
Okay. Whew. Like, eventually I'll, like, let him go. 200
That-
grandchildren. Probably. Or more. And never did I have to deal with anything like this. Then I kind of stomp. Like, I just grab Dino by the hand. Like, if he lets me, I'm like, let's go. Like,
That's what you get, Chino. That's what you get. That's what I say as I'm leaving.
Oh my god. Who else is going to Black Iron Blades? Is it the whole squad, or is it just Poppy and Dino?
No, I think I'm good for now.
So Poppy and Dino, you go. I'm not gonna like rearrange the characters here. You go, and it's about 6 or 7 o'clock. And there is a lineup around the corner at Black Iron Blades.
oh my.
And you're watching as people are walking out with like little figurines like the ones that you have. They're walking out with like hats and shirts with your like your faces on them, or like Fabulous Funky 5 on them, or F5 on them. There is an EP for Ready Set Garbage, like just like one like solo track that people can purchase for like a couple gold. That's the same kind of thing that they gave Gino, but like not nearly as great quality. Where it is just like it's them, not they're them in the recording studio, but them like just their faces as they're performing the song, or like just like a virtual like just like a like it's them doing the performance, but like it's like a little illusory image that's like performing the song for them. And you are able, like in spite of the lineup, you can still like sneak inside because nobody is going to stop you from going inside. And both of you get in, and Elsa like is like, "Oh my God, you're here! What did you do?"
Oh, just a little advertisement.
A little advertisement. They're everywhere.
Did we make a mistake?
No.
Yeah.
Over in the corner, fucking was it Gorm? Garn is like, I haven't sold this many weapons in so long.
Well, I'm glad. Really, I just wanted to check in on you. We did a little thing yesterday. Had the idea for an advertisement. I just wanted to see how it's going. I could have never imagined it would turn out like this.
We're thinking about getting a bigger shop.
That's a great idea.
Uh,
Well, maybe
Look up
wait
to
and
Garn.
see if it lasts.
Give him a handshake and then ask if he has any Geno figures still in stock.
You go to give him a handshake, and he pulls you in for a full-on hug.
All 4 arms, he gives him the hug back.
He's like,
Tugging him.
"You want Geno figures?
Yeah. Do you have any Geno
How many?"
figurines? Just one. That's all I need.
Oh yeah, he'll give you Dino. He looks at you like, especially all of you guys. He's like, "You guys are making us so much money. Like, I don't know if you understand truly how much gold has come in just one day."
Line up around the block. It's pretty crazy.
You wrote a jingle for us.
Well, you're supporting us, so of course we're supporting you. Simple like that.
hold on one second here. Dino wants a Geno figure. There we go. Now you have a Geno figure.
Is this gonna be some voodoo stuff?
Just squint at it like go to like smashing off something, he's gonna stop it and he's like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. He's gonna put it away.
In each of your features, you have something called Shop Discount Black Iron Blades. You can go ahead and edit that to 75%.
Jesus Christ. Anymore, we're not gonna pay anything.
Well, they're like, we can't give it to you for free, unfortunately. But you've done something amazing for us. Like, this is incredible. We never expected to have such a good turnout from something like that. And we never expected such a kindness as the kind of kindness of you doing something like that. We didn't ask you to do that, but you did it anyway.
Well, it's a hard contest. It's a difficult environment for. It's not the best place to be right now in the world, and we need to help each other out, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely agree.
Well, I really wanted to see how you're doing. We'll go turn in for the night if you need any help here. Let us know. We still have a few days till the next contest.
If you need anything else, please come on by. Like I said, we're going to sell you everything dirt cheap as we can. Additionally, if you have anything to sell, we're not going to cut down the price. You can sell anything to us and we'll pay you the full value for it.
Ooh.
We're not looking to make money off of you. You are generating enough revenue for us where we'll give you a straight trade for any kind of thing that you're trying to trade in. So they'll give you 100% value back on items that you sell to them.
What was it? Was it 70 or 75%?
75%.
Okay, I wrote 70 like the buffoon that I am.
That's okay. I have it built into the shop for them. So like when you walk up, you should be able to buy and sell with them, and like the prices are already set.
I'll give them both a hug. Goodbye, good night, whatever. Wish them good luck in their endeavors for now. We'll be back. We'll check back in.
Yeah, please keep coming back. Keep checking in. We like when you visit, and every time you visit, we become more profitable. So you're kind of our good luck charms right now.
Huh. I've been hearing that a lot lately. Well, see you around. And then I will make to depart. I'm obviously waiting until Dino is done. Like I'm not leaving without him, but I'm like kind of.
Yeah, just like good luck with the business, Garn. Go over to the handshake, but no, he's gonna go for a hug, so I give him a hug anyways. And then...
Yeah, give like it scoops you up, gives you a big hug. He's like,
back soon, surely.
Be safe, be well, win big.
We need to keep winning, or they're not making money. The pressure is on. But this was nice.
I'd like to make a note that if anybody does want to stock up on like things like healing potions before traveling elsewhere, now's probably the best time to do that. Because, like, greater healing potions are 37 gold right now.
Not a terrible idea.
You know what? That's
There.
true. Eh,
Speaking as both a DM and a player, I'm looking at those prices like, Jesus Christ, what have I done? No, but, like, realistically, you've earned it. Because, again, that was an extra thing. You guys wanted to do, like, kind of the little, like, a bit of, like, propaganda against the Rose Scorned. But that little bit extra means something. You're using your fame to help people.
we're nice like that.
Supporting small businesses.
Exactly.
Black Iron Blade.
Black Iron Blades! I think even Garn, yeah, as if you're leaving, if you turn around and go and do the slogan, he'd be like, Black Iron Blades!
Big bomb his head.
Start fucking slamming and just like the beards just fucking flopping wild.
By the end of this campaign, they will have a franchise with stores in every major city. That's my new personal objective for this campaign.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll put a Black Iron Blades in every single campaign I do from now on.
Yay!
I'll add one to the cleaning crew. I will. I truly, I'll make it a franchise.
We'll just say everybody else send us with a shopping list, and we're bringing it back for him.
Back at the caravan. Solfege, Alejandro, and Gino, what are you guys doing?
I'm ransacking all of Poppy's things and breaking everything. You say I'm spoiled.
Oh, I'm gonna break your neck, you spoiled little shit.
No, I would just be hanging around, practicing my music and whatnot, talking to my bagpipes, and living my best life.
Alejandro and Solfege. Gino is talking to his bagpipes.
That's a little strange. I mean, he's pretty eccentric, but...
He's been very much in his feelings lately. He and his brother just do not get along very well at all.
No.
Kind of troubling, really.
Surprisingly so. I don't know. Maybe the whole bug family relationship is just more complicated than we can really grasp.
What is that, bagpipes? Cat tastes like chicken? That's strange.
Solfege, are you just watching this? You're just everybody's just chilling out.
I'm just kind of like, yeah, he's talking to his bad place. That's a little weird. I'm also trying to decide if Solfege knows whether cat tastes like chicken or not. He is a goblin. I mean, I might have eaten a cat at some point.
Alejandro, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about him talking about how cats taste?
I do not know how cats taste. I do not know how tabaxi tastes. But I do know that lippy goblins often get stabbed in their faces for saying crazy things. And so do bugs.
I'm sorry. What was that? My bagpipes was telling me things.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is bagpipe. Is your bagpipe smoking right now?
Yeah. Usually. There's also a faint sound of screams if you put your ear to it. Like, not just one person screaming, like a lot of people screaming.
I mean, that's just kind of the sound the bagpipes make,
That's true.
but it makes noises when you're not playing them.
Oh, yeah. All the time, especially when I'm sleeping. And the voices crawl out of the bagpipes and get into my head. It's cool, though, because look what I can do. And I snap my fingers and create a bonfire. See? Worth it.
I think we need to keep an eye on that one a little bit more.
All three of you roll a perception check for me.
Is this Gino's villain arc? Is what I'm wondering.
Huh? Alejandro, you clock in the distance as you're like looking outside and kind of talking amongst yourselves. Far in the distance, a flash of red and white.
Gentlemen, we may have company. I think our friends, the red or the white roses, may be nearby.
Oh my.
It would be wise to arm yourselves.
I already got 4 arms. How many more artwork can I get?
I meant that you should have your weapon ready.
Pull out all 4 crossbows.
Very good.
That works.
Standing ready with your
Yeah.
weapons. You don't like you're standing and just kind of like waiting.
And
All you hear is silence. Like nothing. You don't hear banter from the streets.
Do we hear each other? I try to, it's like, it's really very quiet.
You can still hear each other.
Okay. So,
Looking out with that 21 again, you see one red white, and then another red white, and then a third and a fourth, like just like a squadron of them just moving amongst
great.
moving amongst buildings.
Ah, shit. There's 4 of them. At least, maybe more. So, who's off at the shop right now? Is everybody back?
I believe that is Poppy and Dino who are still at the shop while this is happening.
Well then.
if they come, I am ready.
I will cast sending.
Yeah.
Message to Poppy. Senora, I believe the White Roses have found us. You should make your way back soon. Hurry. I don't know how many.
I haven't counted those words. I'm sure I'm close.
Yeah.
Less than 25. Or right at it.
Okay.
You send off you send off the spell, and then it's another 5. You clock 5 in the west. You clock another 5 in the east. You think you like start to hear rustling behind you, until in front of you there are 3 of them that are like clearly in view and standing perfectly still.
Aim a crossbow at each one of them.
Yep. From behind, well, not from behind you, but you, Alejandro, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Nope.
You are paralyzed as you feel something take hold of you. You fire off your crossbows. Gino? Gino?
Sorry. I mean, I guess.
Would you you'd go to fire off your crossbows? Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
$15.
15, you fire and it hits home. Like, it looks like it would hit their throat, and the one that it hits poofs and disappears.
Oh.
Then the other 2 poof and disappear. And you hear... We're gonna get you!
No, you're not.
And Alejandro, you are released from the hold person.
Did I recognize the voice that we heard?
Give me another perception check. Like hearing perception. $12, it's familiar, but you can't place it.
I mean, I
You're
guess
coming.
we'll see if I can recognize the voice
Go ahead and give me a perception
as
check
well.
as well. Yeah, that was the voice of the elf from Rose Scorned. You'd be able to place that
yeah.
tone. It's Aaron Eldenroad.
Oh, their little tracking
like
thing
the
and
elf.
knowing where we are. They're screwing with us.
Yeah.
That also means that the devil didn't tell us or the imp or whatever it was didn't tell us the truth. Because he said if we cross to a different plane, the contract would be severed. But we went to Ezra, and we went into our pocket dimension, and it didn't work. They still know where we are. The Nemesis Corp contract.
Yeah, it could have just been the phrasing there.
He said if you leave this mortal plane.
Cowards have to trade playing mind games since they know they can't deal with this head on.
Wait, you said it's Rose Scorn? Who did that?
Yeah. Yes.
Hold on. I run into the caravan and I come back
Very
out in
festive
like
voice.
0.2 seconds dressed as a white rose. Beware the white roses, there's something and something and something and something is something. And I'm just fucking with them, like fucking with them back. Where are you, stupids?
Dino and Poppy, on your way back towards, you get that message and you start to rush forward. And I also am going to need perception checks from both of you. Poppy, with that 21, you clock that, like, trailing fairly close to you is a hooded figure. There's a lot of people, like, kind of, like, moving about in the streets, especially with the popularity of Black Iron Blades now. You see a lot of people going there. But there's particularly one person that has been following very, very closely. You can't see them, but they've got, like, a hood well over their face that can't be seen, and they're kind of, like, getting a little bit closer and closer behind you.
I just need to think for 1 second. Where's that thing? No. Duh, 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 duh. I can use it. Okay. So I know that this is not subtle at all, but I mean I'm pretty strong, so I probably have my harp like on my back, right? I need an instrument with me. I'm a bard, so I would like, as we run, I would like with much difficulty pull the harp from my back. Is the figure still there, watching all this nonsense? Okay. Then I would play I just strum like a few chords, and I would use Terrify
Okay.
but I don't know who that is. Might just be like an overzealous fan or something, right? So I don't want to hurt them. But I need you to see. So I can affect up to 4 creatures within 30 feet, provided that they can hear the instrument. If he, she, they is deaf, then it's not gonna work. But it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And I do not know the DC. Is it my DC? My spell DC?
It'd be your spell DC, I think, if it's a...
Okay, so that would be... What would that be?
I'd start playing along confused. Can I give advantage to help? You know, yeah, busting out a song, alright. Playing too.
What the fuck are you doing, woman? What is my spell DC? I'm 5 plus... I can't show, man. Is it 16? Yeah, it's 16. 8 plus 5 plus 3, 16. Yeah.
So, and Terrify does...
Yeah, let me just, can I put that in the chat here? No, not like this. Okay, whatever. So, must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me for 1 minute.
You
It can make other wisdom saving throws at the end of each of its turns.
So you like instinctively seeing this figure behind you pull out the harp and pull Terrify on them and play this terrifying song. And it's in the moment that you're starting to play the song that they go to reach out, and you see that their hand is actually like a grung, like frog webbed hand that is trying to reach out to touch you. And as you start strumming the song and it takes effect on them, they kind of like lurch back, and you see their hood reveal that it is the other member of Rose Scorn, Din, but he looks different. His so his regular appearance, I think I can show you his regular appearance here. So he has the like blue skin, but now where the peak is, where the color changes to that bright, there's like red markings all the way down that trail all the way down his face. You can see, looking close enough as he like pulls back, that the same thing is true for his hands, as like these red lines are there. And you see that his eye, which is normally an icy blue, is instead like a demonic red. He pulls back and pulls the hood over his head, and he's like, ah! And jumps, like, leaps away.
Get him! Like I say that to Dino, and I grab Dino, and I will try to fling him.
You're gonna try to throw him after?
I don't know if he can probably jump or fly, or a combination of the two, but I'm like giving him a head start. Like, I'm like, give him like a little lift, you know?
Yeah, give me an athletics.
We're going to call this the Fabulous Funky Fastball Special.
You know, a good performance needs some acrobatics, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. 18.
18's good. You lob him, and you land Dino right behind him as he kind of leaps and starts running. You have a chance to do something here. What are you doing?
I'm going to stop him with the Charm of Order.
What?
I'll tell him to halt. As I like crush and slide into the ground, like face first, I'm sliding on the ground. I put my two arms up, I'm like, halt.
I don't know why the chat's not working in this game.
Yeah, like I was trying to read a spell Alejandro did, but then let me read it. Just
yeah, it wouldn't pop it out. It's got to be a mod that's affecting it, but I don't know which one it is. Yeah, okay, so it's the command spell. They need to roll a wisdom save.
Yeah, so he needs to make the save.
Yeah. 20. He doesn't make it as he, like, stands still. Like, just stops in place and, like, turns to look at you.
I'm laying on the ground still. I'm getting up. Like, get it, Papa, you can't move. Start running towards him.
You
So
start...
he's up on a roof or something, right?
What?
Is
No.
he up on a... or did he just run off?
He just, like leapt away and started to run off.
Okay.
So he's halted. Dino, you halt. You use that halt. And I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. 24. As you're about to run up to him, you feel like something coming towards you and leap over top of like a huge war club that just like swing like it's like just like a matrix dive over top of it. As you like land in front and you look up to see like the elephant dude, Wrath, coming out of an alleyway towards you. Same kind of red marking, same kind of like demonic red in his eye. He kind of like blares his trunk at you, grabs onto the frog dude, Din, and dives back into the alleyway.
He's even squinting and looking, and something was wrong with him. Like, what? Starts scratching his head with both of his hands,
And
two
I
of his
come
arms, two
running.
of his arms.
Something was very wrong with them.
These red markings on his face.
Hmm. Maybe that devil had something to do with it. Scratch was his name, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. Him and his hellhounds, and I don't like him.
Okay. Doesn't matter. We need to go back. Alejandro, remember? He called for help. Let's go. Like, I grab the bug and I start running, which is super ineffective because I have less movement than the bug, but whatever.
Bring him down.
So yeah, I'll return our sprint. I will return to our sprint to the caravan,
Yeah,
hoping.
you get to the camp and probably catch just the end of that like maniacal laugh in the distance. As you as you're approaching, you see that Alejandro is also is just like stiff, like standing stiff. And you hear that like kind of like that maniacal laugh, and like he's able to like kind of loosen up. And probably just getting to the camp as Gino is in the White Rose outfit and ranting.
I run in. I see the cave. Ah! It's just you. Okay. Everything all right? Are you okay? I shake Alejandro.
Just seems to be the Rose Scorned playing some mind games with us.
We were accosted by two of the Rose Scorned in the streets.
Where?
Not too far from here. The frog and the grung and the what was it? Lostodon? No, what?
Loxodon, elephant.
Loxodon.
The big
Loxodon.
chunk. The big guy.
They looked crazy. Describe it to them. You saw it close up.
Like as I'm
Do
describing
I
it,
know
like,
which
get this-
direction they came from?
They were coming from Black Iron Blades.
Black Iron Blades!
Black Iron Blades!
They had these red tattoos. Black Iron Blades! They had these black and red tattoos.
I mean, I might just take off that direction.
Wait, don't go alone. We're not speaking. I'm like running after him.
Like there's one right there. And I go and start fighting Gino.
Beware the right. Ah, shit.
You
Get out of our
just hear
camp.
me. You hear me screaming from down the street as I try to follow the cat that is so much faster than me. Do you know what the cardiovascular system of a 200-year-old halfling looks like? This close to a heart attack. This is way too much running for my character.
Yeah, no shit. How far do you run? Like, do you run all the way up to the shop, Alejandro? And, like, what are you looking for?
No, I'm looking along the way because I'm going to guess that they were between here and there. So I'm looking all around, trying to find evidence of their, I don't know, tracks, movement, whatever.
Okay, give me perception or investigation, whichever you think is more appropriate.
If that helps, when he's looking and I catch up to him, I will point out the alleyway that the Loxodon ran into. And I would say, basically tell him that we didn't follow them because we knew that there was shit happening at the caravan. But like here, this is where they went, basically. To maybe help him pinpoint.
Looking, you do see, like, there are some tracks, like the Loxodon's, like, big foot tracks. But you get to a certain point where you see the tracks and then there's none. And you don't see where they would have gone. Even climbing up onto the roofs, it's not like they jumped up onto the roof and, like, took a different direction. It's just like the tracks stop.
I'm very angry right now.
Mhm.
Very angry.
Hmm.
There must be a way to track these guys. There must be a way to find them.
Well, there's spells for that, I think. like hobbling behind him. I could ask Kendrick. Spells to locate something or so. What? Oh my god, I think I'm going to throw up. like just slump down somewhere.
Hmm.
Yeah, like we can ask Kendrick if there's like some locate spell he can perform. Perchance.
Alejandro.
I feel like taking someone out of this competition permanently. I'm not a very happy cat right now. We do what we must. And I don't know. I don't know what else to do at this point because I don't have a way to track them. I mean, we can try talking to whoever about finding a way to find them, but I feel like they're just gonna keep messing with us.
Are you
I
saying
don't know how crazy I
Well,
am
I'm
with that.
sure they will.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Of course they will.
Maybe a curse would do the trick.
A curse? How do you mean a curse?
I don't know. Something that will throw them off our scents or brings misfortune to them.
Hmm.
Because, make no mistake, whatever they did with that cooperation, that is baneful magic that was placed upon us to track us. It is essentially the same. You know, it just has a fancy logo and a contract with a lot of money attached to it. But it's not really my thing. I don't know that much about it. We would have to find somebody.
No. A little out of my wheelhouse.
I know I look the
As well.
part, but I'm not actually a hack, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with these guys just yet. It seems like for now they're content to be playing little, pardon the pun, but cat and mouse games with
Well,
us.
one thing is clear. We have never once encountered.
We have never what?
Having microphone issues.
She looks like she froze.
Yeah, maybe computer issues.
Old age.
Frostmaiden
Happens to the
got
best of us.
Yeah, they are definitely taking this too far.
But I have the real whites and roses after me, and now I've got to deal with these guys sending images or illusions or whatever, trying to ambush us. I feel like I'm going to have to deal with this problem. Them and their little demonic deal making.
What if we just yelled for them a lot?
We should have just paid to know where they are when we had the chance. Although I don't know if we could afford it.
Well, hindsight.
Oof. And the halfling lady disintegrates into dust.
The Frostmaiden can't keep getting away with this.
The Frostmaiden did it again.
Miss? What did I miss?
Frostmaiden killed Poppy.
Nothing much.
No, Puppy just
The Frostmaiden's.
Puppy had an upset tummy and ran away for some diarrhea for like 2 minutes. So she's back now. And what she says is, one thing is clear. This only ever happened when we were not together. We cannot split up anymore.
Are you going to bear your diarrhea?
Oh, we can split up for the toilet runs, but the restroom has to be close by.
I'll
Okay.
smash Gino with the chair. Look at him. Go. You with the white roses?
Yes.
How could you?
They are better musicians than you are.
In my head there, I just saw like Gino with like starting out the White Roses song, and then just like out from the side, like Dino just like in the over exaggerated like Family Guy, and Peter and the chicken like punching.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Back together at the caravan. Lots of panic. Or well, did you went to Black Iron Blades? You couldn't find anything. Did you go back to the caravan, or are you trying to do anything else?
Lots of panic, very little disco.
I can't think of anything else.
Oh.
Not at the moment, no.
It was already really late, right?
Yeah, it's getting to like later evening now.
Alejandro, let's go.
Oh. Frozen again, huh? Frostmaiden.
Oh, there we go.
Did I froze
Frostmaiden.
again?
Yeah, you.
Frostmaiden got you again.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god. Yeah, because I'm starting Foundry up again.
Oh.
And I had to restart my notebook. So.
It's okay.
I'll just dance so you know I'm here. And if I stop dancing, you know. and so,
Yeah, I'm dancing. Yeah.
uh, okay, I mean, if Alejandro returns to caravan, I will go with him. If he wants to do something else, I will go with him. No more single runs. I'm scared for us.
No, we're back at the caravan for now. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to track them. So very frustrated.
We'll have our moment eventually.
You know, there's one more idea.
Okay.
No way, that doesn't work. If we use our song for the divine steed, it always summons the elk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I don't have an idea.
What was the idea? Maybe we could swing it if we.
Yeah. The idea was that we maybe could procure something that has really good smell. And do a
Ooh.
little, you know,
I
sniff
have a
around.
thing. I believe.
Like a dog or a wolf or anything that has really good smell perception. And then we can like...
Does a raven have good perception?
Probably sight, but not smell.
Rat,
I
raven,
would
or spider is all I got.
I mean, you could try to remix your song.
I don't want it to harm the elk. I don't want it to harm Griffin or anything, or that we cannot recast him. Basically, he's our buddy. So I'd probably rather check in town if we can find a dog. Honestly. But maybe that's an idea.
And make somebody a dog.
Oh yeah, also good idea. Hey, if it works, it works.
Make somebody a dog?
Yeah. Somebody has my old fiddle that can polymorph.
Yeah, but it's only raven, rat, or bat, or a spider.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I just checked.
From what? What are you looking
Raven, rat on the golden fiddle.
at? Yeah.
Yeah, polymorph spell 3 charges, transforming the target into either a rat, raven, or spider.
Oh, I missed that.
Would
So
we
somebody
know?
wasn't a wolf before.
Would we know? Because there's a ton of axe-beaks in the area, right? Like domesticated. Would we know if they are good at tracking something?
No, they're like,
Like-
they're like the equivalent of like horses.
Okay, so we would need like a dog or a wolf or something like that.
Yeah.
But that could be an idea. Like if we don't go the supernatural location route, maybe we can just literally give a dog some sulfur and a rose scorn debris stuff from the arena and say like, yeah, it's kind of a mix of the two, you know. Bit of devilishness and hells and a bit of music stuff. I don't know. Maybe we should ask Crass. Crass?
Peeks her head
Does
out of
this
the
mean that-
caravan.
Well,
Does this
Yes.
mean anything to
Well-
you when somebody has red markings? I just make a
Yeah.
make a scribble. The red markings that the frog had. Very rough. Does this mean anything to you?
If I had to guess, probably demon touched.
Okay, figured as much.
I mean, the other option, what we could do for now is, do we have anything left to do in this town?
No, we're just waiting to learn the next thing. Yeah, the next location for the second round. Third round? Second round?
weren't we given our next round location yet, or were we still waiting on it?
We don't know yet.
You've gotten hints at some locations, like it just general stuff, but you haven't gotten the location of the next fight yet because they're still rebuilding the arenas.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's the one thing. It's like once we're like, is it like? Yeah, I guess it would be public knowledge who's performing where, so that they could draw crowds.
Yeah.
I mean, the plus side would be is there. From what I understood of their whole like tracking spell thing, it lets them know if like we're in the same town as them. Like once we leave a town, like or city like proper, they have to track us the old-fashioned way while we're out and about in the world. So I think didn't their like tracking thing just only come into play when you're in like the same city or town or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
That whole ping thing.
Yeah, there was like a distance to it for sure. I wanted to have a look at East Haven. I'll be right back. I need a bio break.
Yeah, why don't we take a little 5-10 minute break?
Awesome.
Yeah, I could use it. I could use a drink.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening on Kirby's camera? It's just moving around like you're muted.
I'm not sure.
It's like
My cat has found a random stray Q-tip on the floor and has decided that she must murder it.
very good. You go for it, kitty cat. It's funny how animals are sometimes like so getting so hyper focused on some random nonsense.
Right? It's like, I don't know what this is, but it has to die.
Yeah.
Yes, cat, I'm talking about you. Like, looking at me over here.
They always know when we talk about them.
Yeah, wandered off into the bedroom now.
Baba Booey.
The oldest is playing Blood Bowl in the living room with some friends, and it's like you would think there's a fucking war going on. There's screaming, pain, joy, tears, wailing. Oh man.
I'm just waiting on Adam. Okay. I'm assuming you guys sleep the night through in the caravan before deciding to leave in the morning. Okay.
Yes.
Do you leave early or do you do anything else in Bryn Shander before you take your leave?
Where are we going, guys? Do we want to go to East Haven or?
Can we all go to the shop and just buy a bunch of potions? Because only you two went before.
Yeah, sure.
Just quickly before we head out.
Yeah. Once again, I mean, like Garn and Elza will happily welcome you. You know, you, whatever you need, they've got it for cheap now. So
Cool.
they're happy for you to spend your money. There's still like a huge lineup and like a huge swaths of people coming in and out, but they like specifically make time for you, and they'll even ask like, do you want us to keep everybody else out while you shop, or do you mind if they shop along with you?
I am a man of the, or bug of the people.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta, rub elbows with the fans a bit.
Yeah, there are people like that will ask like your autograph. They'll be getting like all kinds of merch, and they'll ask you to like sign their stuff if you take the time to do so. And you are well received in the shop as you guys are shopping.
I mean, I already did my shopping, so I'll definitely sign some stuff for people if they want to. We'll just chill in a corner with my ink quill.
I'll be signing stuff and talking with people, but I'll be definitely looking out, keeping an eye for any white roses other than Dino or Gino.
Dino, one young child, probably about 3 years old, comes up to you and goes, rah, rah, rah.
Oh, it's like a kid's kid?
Yeah. It's like a 3-year-old human boy.
I'll enlarge him, and I'll do the same thing. I'm like, rah.
He
so he's like large.
Yeah, he's now the size of like a tall human, and he looks down. He's just like, "Rah!" And the parent, like his mother, walks over. He's like, "Oh, please no, could you turn him back? Oh goodness, Henry. Yes, he
Give him
is."
the thumbs up, and I'll like stop concentrating on it. Push things back down.
He is a huge fan of your performance. We have like she like holds the doll that she was holding for him so he could go up to talk to you, and it is a doll of you, like a stuffed doll. She's like, I made it for him. He was so impressed with you.
Aww.
And yeah, you guys meet and greet some of your fans, sign stuff for them. You're able to do your shopping as well. Go ahead and buy and sell whatever you need to, and then what else are you doing? Like, are you trying to use the crowd to your advantage? Are you trying to ask people any particular questions, get any information, or are you just kind of schmoozing and getting your stuff?
I've realized I have no money.
Maybe you can trade garbage.
Garbage is invaluable, priceless.
You think so?
Yeah. Garbage transcends currency.
It's true.
I think I would. I don't know if we already did that. If we didn't do that, I would prime the shopkeepers. I would tell them, remember, if you see anybody from the Rose Scorned, let us know as soon as we return. It's very important. You didn't see any of them in the last days, right? Please don't choke. Please live.
She points to a sign. She points to a sign that's posted at the front of the shop that has the faces of the 4 Rose Scorned, and it says that like they're banned. If anyone sees them, advise the Black Iron Blades. Like she's like, I'm looking for you.
Oh, that reminds me, yesterday one of them was following us. I don't think he was in the shop. I think he was outside, but I'm not sure. Can you check your, gesture at the magical surveillance system that they have in the corners of the shop? If you have the time, of course. I know you're very busy right now, but if you find a moment, that would be very helpful.
She says, what time?
Well, he approached us after we left the shop. When was that? And we're kind of think for a moment and tell her the time roughly when we were around.
Yeah.
So,
she casts like, it's almost like a divining spell, but specifically with a crystal that seems to interact with the surveillance. And looking through, she's like, okay, it doesn't look like they... Wait, there. And it's not when you were there, but it was before you arrived that they were perusing the wares and kind of walking around, and walked out, and then a couple minutes later you walked in.
Well, be vigilant. They're up to no good. They keep attacking us.
Yes, they've already started harassing us.
Made some strange enemies out of those ones.
Now make no mistake, they want us dead, and if you're affiliated with them, with us, if you're affiliated with us, just be careful, okay?
Thank you. We appreciate the warning. We'll try to be careful. Yeah, they will keep like a close watch, and if they do, if the Rose Scorned of any variety show up, they'll try to do their best to warn you.
Yeah. All I can say is they better not do anything to, you know.
Yeah, as long as I don't return
our
to a
friends
burned
or
down shop.
supporters.
Yeah.
Because if it's like against us is one thing, but to our friends, like they start doing stuff to our friends, Soulfedge is gonna go full goblin mode on these fuckers.
Yeah. Where do you go after Black Iron Blades?
Gino Beat immediately starts writing a song called Garbage Mode.
Inspiration strikes when it strikes, eh?
Sure.
Do you guys have anywhere where you wanna be? Like anything you wanna explore? In your region?
I want to explore my inner self, and I want to be happy.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
I mean, banana peel garbage.
Deep, man.
Okay.
Dude, that's deep, dude.
It's really deep. Jesus.
And what you gather how we achieved that? How you achieved that? Where? Any location comes to mind?
Probably in the garbage.
Okay. So you need a change of pace, a change of garbage?
You can't change garbage. Garbage just is.
What the
You
fuck
garbage.
does that mean?
Only he will know what it means. I have no clue what he's talking about.
Nothing means anything anymore. Okay. Anyone else?
I mean, different places do have different kinds of garbage. I mean, it's very similar, but like in the same thing, it's different.
This is true. One time a bakery,
but different garbage.
One time a bakery threw out 2 liters of syrup directly into the garbage. That was the best day of my life.
Oh my god! He can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, as they're discussing this, I'm just going to Cressida. They have no fucking clue what they want to do. I want to go to East Haven. We're going to East Haven. Let's pack up.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, like you pack up, get the caravan ready, get Gruen. Are you taking... What are you doing with the goblin... cart? Or goblin caravan, I guess.
How big is it?
It's pretty big.
I mean,
Could we park it in our dimension?
It's like not particularly well made.
Yeah, but you never know when you need a cart.
Sell it for parts.
Like, we
Yeah.
could just park it in our extra
Maybe.
dimensional campsite until we need it, or until we want to throw it out.
Maybe Garn and Elsa could take it off our hands and just get rid of it for us.
Or do something with it.
You know,
It's not a terrible idea.
sell it to somebody who needs one. Make a little cash off of it.
Hmm.
A little coin, sorry.
I mean, Garn would probably buy it off of you. Realistically.
Full price.
And at full price too, guys. So a whole, what? 5 copper?
Yeah, it's not exactly like a good cart. Or...
I mean, it's still a cart. Hold on. I think that,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an actual price for it. We'll see.
I don't know. The fact
yeah,
that
we
it
can-
stays together is impressive.
Yeah, and it's like covered too, right? It has like a whole build on top of it. So
Yeah.
it's like shelter even. Like we already have shelter, we don't need it, but
Goblin handiwork isn't exactly the best, speaking from experience.
yeah, but it meets the demand. It's not fancy, it's not well made, it probably won't last, but it does the job, right?
Yeah.
For like the moment. It's actually enough. When you're in a pinch,
It works.
because it goes fast to build.
Gets you from A to B.
Yeah.
I'm looking at vehicle prices.
Do they have wagons built from garbage in there?
No, but I'm comparing like a regular like wagon is 35. This thing is
Chino will want to keep it.
Yeah.
this thing is like a structure built on top of a wagon that it can be like a functional like essentially like a car basically. A tall car. I will say that Garn would give you 50 gold pieces for it if you wanted to sell it.
I don't mind that.
Okay. So you sell it to him. He parks it kind of like just outside of Black Iron Blades for now, until he figures out what to do with it. Then you guys just head in the caravan out towards
East Haven.
East Haven.
And since nobody else says anything, I'm deciding now.
Hey,
That's,
East Haven
That's,
works.
that's
Sure.
fair.
Meh, meh, meh.
The road between Bryn Shander and East Haven is called the Eastway. You even see signs that are pointing on like it is like an actual like structured like gravel road that you just take straight from Bryn Shander to there. It does take a little bit of time. Do you guys, when you're hanging out in the caravan, does anybody ever like kind of like surveil the back? Like, there is like a window that you can look out. Who would like be
Oh,
like the
hell
scout
yeah.
to look out
Oh
the
yeah,
window?
for sure.
Who would be
If
your?
I'm not driving a damn wagon, I'm looking
You're-
behind
you're
us,
looking?
making sure we're not being followed.
Say the two of you could probably like comfortably be able to make a perception check and see things from the window if you are both sitting back there. So both of you go ahead and give me a perception check as you make your way.
Huh.
Do. Black iron blades. Hold on 1 second here. Alejandro, that's a 5. Yeah, you're I mean, you're scoping out for something, but you're not quite paying attention to what's going on. Maybe you're thinking about Rosa, and you just kind of like drift off in your thoughts. But you don't clock this. Solfege, go ahead and give me your perception check as well, please.
Probably not gonna be great, but we'll see how it goes.
It's better. I'd say that that's good enough that you, looking out the window, your eyes focus on it, like need to focus on it to be able to see it, because it's almost like it has like kind of like a bit of a blur to it. But you see that there is kind of like this black dot in view behind you as you're making your way. It starts to get closer and closer, and you can't quite make out what the structure is, but out the top of the structure, you see something. It looks like somebody, and it looks like they're holding like a really gnarly crossbow.
Oh. Well, friends, I think we might be in for a little bit of trouble.
Really?
Coming up on
What
our
are you
rear.
saying? Where?
Off in the distance. I could barely make it out. It's kind of blurry, but
What does it look like?
I see a figure pointing a crossbow. So
as it gets closer, you're starting to look and see it's like, it's not just somebody. They do look familiar. And as they're starting to get closer and your eyes start to adjust, you realize that the blur you're seeing is possibly an illusion or something covering something larger. And this person, you can now kind of make out, is Shayna McPhee. But he also looks different. It looks like he's wearing an eye patch, and the other eye is like a demon's eye. And his head is adorned with a crown of horns, like horns coming out of his head that kind of like shaped like a crown, with like big ones that kind of jut off the back. He pulls the trigger on the crossbow, and like a big huge ball of fire erupts from it, coming towards the caravan. And that is where we're going to end session for tonight.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
That little shit.
He's back.
It just doesn't know when to stop.
Each of them took their shot at you, and this is the shot that he's taken, so we'll see what happens. To the caravan and to you guys next week.
who had the fire soul charm again? Was it Dino?
It's Dino.
Was I?
I pick up Dino and throw him at the fireball. In between it and the...
For anyone watching at home on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching. You're going out of your way to watch now since we're not streaming. So thank you. We'll be back at it next week with some more shenanigans, so be sure to check it out. Thanks to everybody who tunes in. Love every single one of you. Hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power to the players. Have a great night.